What is going on, everyone? We are back with another music reaction. I'm Depraved.
I'm Hellcat.
And together we are...
HellaDepraved.
Yes, we are.
And I was just doing a running commentary on your outfit choices, Duane.
We don't know what the fuck Duane is wearing.
Right.
We do not condone looking ridiculous. No, I'm kidding. We're looking as ridiculous
absolutely.
as you want.
But what I was saying is with a safari-style hat and everything, like, his blending skills are about as good as our male cat's hiding skills, which are...
We can see you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. There's none of this. Like, you're right there.
I do appreciate the pose, though. Like, that is preferential.
Is that how you shit in the woods?
Probably. Sharing himself on as he goes, I'm just talking about, like, you know, if you're going to do some pelvic thrusting, that is optimal, like, centering for, you know, I don't know.
And how did Ezra end up with the fire hat? I don't know. All right.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot to break down here.
Duane recorded the video here because he's tired of us talking shit about his picture frame.
So instead,
that's right above him.
We're talking shit about everything else, right?
Right.
So
you see how he's barely just as tall as his dresser? I'm just saying.
Size does matter, guys. Size does matter.
Anyways, we love you, Duane. We're going to react to this if you guys have already seen it. If not, click the link in the description below. Hop on over to all the things coming back from the for commentary, reaction, breakdown, comedy channel. And what that means is we will pause for any and or all of the above.
Right.
So with that
obviously.
Being said, it is time to slash it up and break it down.
I
This
will
is...
say, for his age, which is still younger than me, being able to assume this position on a chair...
I'd have fallen over.
Exactly. Like, I'll give him props. Like, girls, he's still limber. There you go. Wingman. Right there.
It's time to slash it up and break it down. This is Duane Jackson. My Job. Let's get... This is an ignorant track, by the way.
Oh.
Ignorant.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
He calls it Ignorant Duane.
Yeah, well, I mean, the outfit, you know, doesn't automatically say...
Right.
I'm not serious.
Maybe it's going to be a serious song. Maybe he's going to be like, you know, my job.
Oh, the
is
heartbreak.
to make you
laugh.
Come.
Laugh!
Yeah, Jacksepticeye. Laugh!
Alright,
let's get it.
You ever catch me out fucking a bitch, that's part of my job, part of my job. You ever see me out smoking some weed, that's part of my job, part of my job.
Don't ask no questions.
Find me out sipping on Henny, that's part of my job, part of my job. I've been that nigga since my day of birth, and now I'm a god, now I'm a god. I got a bitch with a peg leg and knock on the wall when the bed shake. I told her I teach her some things, and now she been calling me sensei. So pimpin', I'm rollin' with MJ. I got me a fat when she call me like friendlies. I give her the ice cream, then dip in the Bentley. The next time I see her is, don't think you met me. I got a crazy approach, but I got a bitch with a crazier throat. Whenever I bust, she lapping it up. Don't that make me a coach? I spend my
Oh! I think you're smoking too much weed, dude. Like, I don't know. Too much. He's too much Henny. He's like, it's my job. Don't ask no questions. Just let me do my thing.
I have a story.
You live your life, boo.
At the end of this, I'm going to finish the reaction, and then I will tell the story for those of you that are interested in sticking around and hearing about the biggest mistake I ever made high.
I do like the lapping it up, and then does that make me her coach? But originally, because he was talking funny talk, I thought he was saying laughing it up, which also kind of would work with the crazy throat and the crazy approach that he was going with.
Right.
But obviously it wouldn't end in the coach line. I mean, might work, but not really.
Right.
Whenever I bust, she lapping it up. Don't that make me your coach? I spend my days in a boat, popping in bottles, I made for the coast. Everything about me been saying I'm winning. Well, everything about you been saying you brother. Catch me out fucking a bitch, that's part of my job, part of my job. You ever see me out smoking some weed, that's part of my job, part of my job. You ever find me out sipping on Henny, that's part of my job, part of my job. I've been that nigga since my day of birth, and now I'm a god, now I'm a god. Got me a bitch from the X Games. Said she sucked dick till the neck break. Always be twitching in bed. She started to call my dick Let's Play. I'm getting booty in spades.
What?
The Twitch Let's Play.
I like the
Double
neck break.
entendre.
X Games.
Gonna break your neck.
Right.
Break your neck.
Duane, you better be drinking lots of pineapple and mango juice.
Just bust
I'm
a
just
rhyme, man.
saying.
Just bust
I'm
a
just
rhyme.
saying.
Huh?
I said he better be drinking a lot of pineapple and mango juice. I'm just saying.
Right.
With all, you know,
Right.
the guzzling that's going on. Better be treating them right. And by the way, why are you getting caught? Like, it's okay to be smoking outside, just sipping some Henny, whatever, but like, back of the car, I don't know, closet, bed. Why are you getting caught?
Right.
Wasn't me.
She even got me on the counter.
Wasn't me. That's such a great song. Sorry.
Always be twitching in bed. She started to call my dick Let's Play. I'm getting booty in spades. I'm on a Nubian wave. Got me a bad one. She like to do what I say. I swear for that coochie I pray. I put it on everything that she got me a bag. Bad bitch finna bop on the track. It's a hat trick. I'm that bastard. I got her friend, and her mom in the back.
You are that
doing the
bastard.
most. Y'all should have drew up a toast. The greatest alive. I'm the one moving the boat. Cause that's how I'm viewing the lows. You ever catch me out fucking a bitch? That's part of my job. Part of my job. You ever see me out smoking some weed? That's part of my job. Part of my job. You ever find me out sipping on Henny? That's part of my job. Part of my job. I've been that nigga since my day of birth. And now I'm a god. Now I'm a god. You ever catch me out fucking a bitch? That's part of my job. Part of my job. You ever see me out smoking some weed? That's part of my job. Part of my job. You ever find me out sipping on Henny? That's part of my job. Part of my job. I've been that nigga since my day of birth. And now I'm a god. Now I'm a god.
Okay, that was fun.
That's how you do an ignorant track.
I will give him that.
I am not a big fan of, like, ignorant Quedeca.
Right. Well, it's the tone, too. I mean, like, stylistically. It's obviously subjective, but I enjoyed that. That was good fun.
But that was a lot of fun. You see, you could be ignorant without auto-tune and sounding dumb.
Right. I do like that he was perched on the chair for all of, like, 5 seconds, and we gave him props for it, and then he's like, fuck this shit.
He's like, my knees are done. We're done.
Right. And then he's doing a little bit of an ab workout there when he's talking about rowing the boat, and then he gives up on that, too. Like, he's just like, you know what? Part of my job is not this. Part of my job is, you know, hose, 420, and some Henny. That's my job. Yeah.
All right, story time. Story time of Depraved. For those of you that stuck around. Great song, by the way. If you don't want to hear the story, now's a good time to bounce. So for those of you that don't know, I have not always been the somewhat kind person you see today. I used to be a huge asshole. I have actually gotten better. I know it's hard to tell sometimes. I was a teenager, and there was this girl that one of my buddies was talking to, and we would talk on a 3-way call. But she started kind of liking me more than my buddy.
Ooh.
So, one day, she tells me that her and her best friend, and now I need you to remember, when we were talking to her, she would talk about how sexy she was. Okay?
Sounds like she was kind of an asshole, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, that was such a dick. So we meet her up at the VP down the street where she said that her and her best friend had gone. And we get up there, and I hear her talking.
Recognize her voice.
And I recognize the voice, so I stay quiet. And my buddy Kev, who was originally the one talking to her, was also with me.
Right.
And we're walking through the VP, and we finally find her.
I think I know where this is going.
We finally find her. And she is...
Does it start with my name? Did she catfish you?
She is all of 5'3", maybe 450 pounds. And her friend
catfished.
looks like she fell and hit every branch on the ugly tree. So me and Kevin try to leave.
Right.
Before she notices. The problem is, me being gullible little teenager me, I had sent her an actual picture of me at some point.
Oops.
She spotted me. Now, I tried to be nice and not just completely be like, nah, fuck you, bitch.
Right.
Okay. So we hang out. We end up going to, there's this area we used to go and get high at. It was called the Levee.
Before it went dry. The day the music died.
It was never dry.
Oh.
So we go there. We all get stoned. And I'm like, all right, I got to go home. She's like, all right. She leans in for a kiss. I don't kiss back, but I don't push her away either. And I go home. At which point, I have my mom start screening my calls.
Right, okay.
I'm just like I'm just not going to talk to her. Maybe she'll get the hint.
Right, okay.
Maybe she'll get the hint. Okay, look, I should have just told her to fuck off. It probably would have made things a lot easier. 6, 7, 8 months down the line of my mom screening calls, my mom finally gets tired of screening calls for me.
Yeah, no shit. I would have said like 6 days, 6 weeks.
Well,
Your mom's a trooper.
she finally comes up to me. She's like, hey, you got a phone call? And I answer it. It ain't even her.
It's her friend.
It's her best friend. You're such an asshole. I'm gonna get in my car. I'm gonna come find you. And I'm going to do this, this, and this. And I finally was like, yo, look. First off, your friend lied to me.
Right.
I was like, she told me she had looked one way, she'd looked another. Now, here's the thing. I am not one to discriminate against big girls. But had she told me what she actually looked like to begin with,
I would have been expecting that.
I would have just stopped talking to her sooner.
Well, you would have been expecting it, too.
We could have avoided this whole fucking thing.
You would have let your friend keep the crush on her.
Right.
And, yeah, moved on.
We'd have just,
Here's it.
And so finally, she was like, she's been contemplating suicide. She's probably going to kill herself. And then I was like, I don't care.
Though. That's not over me. That's over other complicated issues. Here's the thing. She couldn't have attached to you to the point that it was causing whatever. It's not cool, but it's still,
So there's your depraved got catfish when he was younger.
I honestly, okay, so I don't feel like that's such an, asshole thing, because here's the thing. When we're teenagers, we're all somewhat superficial. We are. Like, it's part of human nature to be superficial and self-centered. It's just the way of the world. That's how we learn. It's how we grow, unfortunately. So, especially being catfished, where you're told one thing and then it's a complete other, is very easy for teenagers to, fall in that trap, but then also not know what to do with the disappointment level. And honestly, I've been in this situation. Now, my mom, on the flip side...
Would not have screened your calls.
He knows my mom. Yeah. No, that was my problem to deal with. And that's the thing. She would pick up the phone and talk to my boyfriends until they had to hang up because they only had limited amount of time on their phones, and I would never get to talk to them. But she wouldn't fucking screen my phone calls when I was having an issue. That was for me to deal with. So I never got to that level. It was normally I can't talk to you anymore. And then possibly some fable about why I couldn't talk to them, because that depended.
There was more that was said. I'm trying to not be...
Air it all out.
Insensitive to other people's feelings that may be watching.
No, that's fine.
I was an asshole, guys. Please note, I did say some other extremely mean things.
I want to say at that point, though, again, you were a teenager. I'm not condoning the behavior, guys. That's not what I'm saying. But, 6, 7 months into it and all that, there's certainly a buildup of frustration and just we're prone to saying mean shit. It's just kind of, that's when we tell our parents that we hate them and so on and so forth. I can't say that I would have done much better at that point. I would have almost considered that stalking level at that point. But you getting catfished is
funny. Kind
of amusing. Yeah, it's definitely amusing.
It's one of those things I look back at and laugh.
And you have to think about it, from the internet age that we're in.
That was early internet age.
How much easier it is to get catfished for,
Well, that was also before catfishing was a known thing.
I know.
Because that was early stages AOL.
No matter how much you're warned, though, if you're a teenager or preteen and you have access to this stuff and someone's paying you attention and your hormones are going nuts and they're like, I'm so attractive and I'm into you, you're going to get catfished. It's just going to, it's a thing. Anyway, great song. Definitely
Him getting
amusing.
high with the chicken song is what made me think of that.
Yeah, please don't ever wear the combination again.
We beg you.
I mean, separately, but with, maybe some black to break it up or something. Totally cool. Look, black is a very happy color, okay?
Yeah.
I decorate with black. With little hints of black. It's beautiful.
Little hints. All right. So, with that being said, if you guys like the video, slash that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Comment down below, what did you think of Duane Jackson's My Job? Also, comment down below if there's anything else you guys want to see reacted to. Check the description below for all the things.
Push our buttons. Come join us on our other channels. We may respond.
We love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Cannot wait to see you to pray people later.